Hampshire's primary, a look at the race, and a visit with a voter who uses his FaceTime with candidates to talk about what matters to him.
My father caught a bacteria from drinking bad water. He will forever be disabled.
For Sunday, February 9th, this is All Things Considered from NPR News. I'm Michelle Martin. San Francisco Mayor London Breed tells us why she's among those backing Michael Bloomberg, despite his record on crime-fighting methods many feel targeted Black and brown New Yorkers.
He clearly understands the damage, and he clearly will never make a mistake like that again.
Plus climate change and the census.
A lot of people have been seeking shelter with their relatives all over the region. So you're going to see that census number drop a little bit.
But first, this news.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Janine Herbst. Presidential candidates are jamming in as many campaign stops as they can in New Hampshire today, ahead of Tuesday's primary. NPR's Scott Detrow is there.
As former Vice President Joe Biden and former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg spar over which one of them best mirrors the political movement led by former President Barack Obama, Senator Bernie Sanders is making a different pitch. He told supporters in Plymouth today that as president, he will overhaul healthcare, immigration, education, childcare, energy policy, and the criminal justice system, just to name a few areas of the government and the economy he wants to change. Sanders' campaign says its volunteers knocked on 150,000 doors Saturday. Meanwhile, several polls show Senator Amy Klobuchar gaining ground at the last minute as moderate voters look over their choices in a muddled field. Scott Detrow, NPR News, traveling with the Sanders campaign.
In New York City, back-to-back shootings in the Bronx by the same gunman have left 2 police officers wounded. Authorities say the suspect shot an officer in a police van last night and then today opened fire inside a precinct building, wounding another. Both are expected to fully recover. Mayor Bill de Blasio is calling it an attempted assassination.
These officers handled such a horrific situation with heroism, with extraordinary skill. Thank God that each and every one of them will be okay.
The gunman is in custody. Police Commissioner Dermot Shea says the gunman was paroled in 2017 after serving more than a decade in prison on an attempted murder charge. Swiss voters have overwhelmingly approved a new law that makes it illegal to discriminate against LGBTQ people. The Swiss parliament already approved it, but opponents collected enough signatures for a country-wide referendum. Lisa Schlein has more.
Under the new law, people who publicly incite hatred or discrimination against people based on their sexual orientation would face criminal charges. More than 63% of Swiss voters have said they will no longer tolerate homophobia in their country. LGBT campaigners say the result is a clear signal against hatred. Right-wing opponents say they will keep a close eye on the implementation of the law to make sure their freedom of expression isn't violated. Backers of the referendum say they have nothing to fear as long as their speech